Do you want to record, Dermaid?
No, I'm okay. Storage space this week is going to be crazy.
So I made a note here. Oops. Who's that?
Jamie.
Oh, Jamie. Yes, Jamie. Hello, Jamie.
Hey guys.
Hi, Jamie.
Hey. Sorry I'm late.
It's okay. Tina and is it Daniela?
No,
Yeah,
Karen.
Karen.
Yeah.
Okay, that needs to leave early. Right. Okay.
Okay. I was like, what I did.
Okay, so we are recording, and I made a note. One of the things I think would be really cool to cover is, what are you worthy of? Are you worthy of a phenomenal, joyful life beyond anything most people can imagine?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
There are things in the way, but we're gradually learning how to get rid of them. Okay. For instance, last week my right hip has been, my right hip has been bothering me for a long time. It was maybe 8 years ago when they X-rayed me and said, you have severe deterioration in your right hip, as if it was a little, hint that I need to get hip surgery or something like that. I'm like, no. I've heard a lot of stories about hip surgery and other things. Like, surgery often worse. And so anyway, just last week, it started kicking up worse, and I started working on getting 2 friends of mine to take and do surrogate session for me. So that's more work to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who can come up with a really good thing that they think they're ready for or want to have? What are you worthy of?
You don't want us to tap for your hip?
We can do that, but that's.
Are you worthy of that, George?
What I find happen. What's that?
Are you worthy of that?
Am I worthy of that? Yeah, I am worthy of that. But I'm really worthy of the big stuff, okay? What I find again and again and again, you can tap for little things. Tap, it's superficial. But if you take and have somebody, maybe me, in this case, if it was me, I could tune in to my own past life trauma around that, or traumas, it'd go away. It would just poof, disappear. Even though it's physical, the doctors x-rayed it and said, there's severe deterioration here, it can just go away.
Mm-hmm.
But, generally the tapping doesn't work that much. We can do it somewhere along, but I want to cover this first. So, what are we worthy of? I'm worthy of incredible things coming into my life. It's just somehow there's blocks in the way, like this hip. Okay. So let's discuss this. What do you feel you're worthy of?
More time to explore myself.
Okay. Freedom to
freedom to explore. Yeah, explore.
Freedom in time.
Yeah, to know. Yeah, to know the inner self, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right now you feel constrained by time.
Oh, it's too much work.
Too much work. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, you may be assisting Liz and I to free her from her work.
More work.
Yeah.
I'm worthy of that.
Okay. You may get some fallout. She got a reading on lots and lots of abundance coming. And you may get some of the fallout of that.
A nice one.
So anybody else? What kind of joy would you?
We don't feel worthy of anything.
Hey, Karen?
I don't know. I'm saying I guess nobody feels worthy of anything.
That is my suspicion. I think that's very likely, that we habitually don't feel worthy, and we don't even look at that because we don't want to feel, uh-oh, we didn't do it. Maybe something like that.
I know right when you said it, it like totally triggered like an emotion in me, like, and I almost started to cry. Like the
Okay.
second you said it.
Okay, great.
The second you said it, I heard in my head, I am worthy of a successful business. And I also thought of you, Jamie, when that came up.
Nice.
I
Thank you.
missed something in there, what you said, Tina.
I said, I am worthy of a successful business.
Okay. But it has to be a business. You have to earn it. It can't just come to you.
Mm-mm.
Is that right?
Right.
Okay,
Well,
great.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's probably a mix of the two.
Yeah.
You probably what?
It's probably a mix of the two. I think it
Okay, great.
Is this a puzzle? I'm not good at this puzzle.
The big prize with the puzzle.
I'm worthy of healing blocks.
Okay, great.
Is that better? Is that a good puzzle piece? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, we all have blocks, and when we feel worthy of eliminating those blocks, I think that's the treasure of treasures. So I think you hit the nail on the head, Karen. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I feel good.
You're
It's hot now.
you are
Don't
good
look
at
at me.
puzzles. You see that? You are good at puzzles. Anybody else?
I thought I won.
Okay. What'd you say?
I thought I won.
You thought you won?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Daniela.
I think that's good to start with, like removing blocks. I mean, that's huge, right?
Yeah.
Because like you said, like there's so many. Like,
Yeah.
I know there are for me.
Yeah. We got rid of some of yours, and there's more. I've got rid of some of mine, and there's more. But as I see it, if we keep going at it, and one of the coolest things to do, as I see, is that if we can do this for each other, okay? Estelle guided you, Jamie, and you got some results,
Yeah, for sure.
okay? So that actually kind of halfway took me out of the loop. So I'm not the bottleneck anymore. You understand what I'm getting at?
Mm-hmm.
We got treasure beyond treasures.
So are you saying that it's time for us to step into our own, like, helping each other? Or?
No, I'm not. Like, help me find out where you need to go, and do I need to push you or help you a little bit here or help you a little bit there?
Gotcha.
I don't know. I'm not the all-wise knowing intelligence that knows absolutely when it's right for everybody. That's why I get out of the way when I say, what's the first clue? What's the next clue? I don't figure it out. I don't have their conscious mind figure it out. Their deep mind figures it out. And that's fabulous. So any more comments on that? I feel like I'm just kind of got something to grab a hold of.
Is there something about nervousness about feeling worthy? I mean, if someone in your family says, "I'm worthy of this," and go, "Who are you? Who do you think you are? Thinking you're worthy. What about the rest of us? In a family scenario."
Oh, you often get comments like, "Who do you think you are for doing this?"
Yeah, no, in the sense of like, "Oh well, we're all worthy of stuff." What makes you think that you're more worthy than me?
They're saying that to you, or you?
Oh,
saying?
but it's a kind of reaction sometimes you get.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You're looking for attention by saying, "Oh, I'm worthy of this."
Yeah. You are generally functioning as worthy, but you get lashback on it from your family. that right?
I could see how it could happen, all right, yes. But I know, I'm only giving it as an example. You know, when sometimes you look for it, it's kind of like if you're looking for attention. I mean,
Yeah.
this is probably a block I'm talking about, you know. It's,
Your block?
yeah, if you go, you know, if you were saying I'm worthy of something, it feels like you're looking for attention.
Okay.
So maybe it's a block in itself.
Okay, good. Anybody else?
Oops.
No, I gave all my juice. I don't know anymore.
Okay. What came to mind for me was to do a session to empower Jamie because she tunes in really well and quickly. Anybody else got some other ideas what to do today?
George, I'm sorry, what did you say? You said you had an idea about what?
An idea popped into my head was to guide you to an optimum quick session today because you tune in very quickly.
Well, I mean, I went last time, and I wasn't here last Thursday. I don't know if there was a group last Thursday, but I went the time before that. So if anyone else wants to step in, I'm happy to, and I totally, someone else can be in that seat too.
Someone else very likely will be a little slower than you, and we don't have much time today.
Like
Oh.
you'll be doing it for the group, right, George? Like a surrogate kind of for the group?
I was going to just guide Jamie, but you know, if somebody else wants to try to guide her, I will be there and do that too, because there's all kinds of possibilities.
Because
What would you guys like?
the last time Jamie had a session with Estelle, I felt like I received a lot of healing from that as well.
Okay, great. And I thought that was really cool because you got to see that it doesn't have to be done exactly my way. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys got that? Okay, great.
Yeah.
So
I'm game. If y'all are game.
okay, all right. Everybody else okay with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
This is interesting because I like I'm feeling really super emotional, so it must be totally
your
on purpose.
Oh,
it must
okay,
be-
great.
Yeah, I
Good.
feel super emotional about this. So, and that isn't always the case, like at all.
So let's
Probably
Let's do
feeling all of us.
Yeah.
You're feeling a little bit vulnerable on this one?
Like, hop on, hop on, hop on.
Okay, great. That's what I was looking for, kind of a consensus, like, yeah, okay, let's all do this. So, we're going to go for what exactly? An optimum regarding that tension or something better? Wasn't tension, it was, what was it?
It was worthiness, right?
Worthiness.
Worthiness, okay. And you had brought up some issues, feelings, okay. All right, great. Okay, so we're going to do this one for you, especially in a way that will help everybody. Okay?
Great.
All right.
All right.
So is she like our surrogate type thing?
She may be a surrogate for many of us, okay?
Yeah. Okay, good.
And what I'm letting the deep mind what her deep mind is going to take and give her clues. It's going to help her and all of us.
Perfect.
Thank
Okay.
you, Jamie.
Yes. Thank you, Jamie.
No problem. No pressure. I'll do my best.
Come on, Jamie. Our
pressure.
worthiness depends on you.
Jimmy, don't fuck it up. Just don't fuck it up.
Okay, shall we? Okay.
Do it.
There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
Part of
There's a
all
part of all of us that knows
That's
how
how
to.
to.
Manifest an optimum etheric pyramid
Manifest
Manifest
an optimum
optimum
etheric pyramid
Pyramid.
Pyramid.
for the protection and empowerment of all of us,
for the protection
Protection
and
and
empowerment
empowerment of all of us.
For all of us.
as well as easy access
as well as
well as easy access
to all of the information and connections
to all
to all the information
and
and connections
that we need for this session.
that we need for this
We need for
session.
the session.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest.
That part of our
Part of
being
our
is
being is
willing to
willing to
inform the rest
rest
of
of
us now.
us now.
Is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Is doing so now
with unlimited love,
grace,
grace,
and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds,
Mind,
bodies,
bodies,
and
and
spirits
spirits
are
are
receiving the
receiving
love,
the love.
healing, information, permission,
healing,
Healing,
information,
information, permission.
deep joy now.
deep joy
joy
now.
Take a deep breath. Feel that joy and gratitude. Information transfer is now complete.
Information
Information
transfer is now
Transfer is
complete.
now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be
So
it.
be
It is
it.
done.
It is done.
Okay, Jamie. Interrupt me when you clearly connect with an event. We're going to go for the optimum regarding worthiness for probably all or most of us. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and relax. Use your intention to open up the connection with your God mind so you get the clues, information, and love that you need. Ask your God mind to limit any misguidance by me or your conscious mind during this session. In a little bit, I'm going to ask you a question. It's subtle and may not make any sense at first. Grab whatever comes. Don't judge it. Don't change it. Just get it and tell me. Could be as simple as a word, color, sound, or feeling. These kinds of memories often come first by our feelings. Take another deep breath. Relax some more. What's the first clue?
Well, the first thing I saw was just a, an image of a witch, like a Halloween witch with the hat and the cape and the whole thing and the broom. And then the next image I got was being a medicine woman, like an herbal medicine woman. And then now I just got this other image of like a Native American medicine woman. But the first one I got was a medicine woman like in the 1400s, maybe 1300s. And, she was a healer with herbs, and she was in her space with all of her herbs and her potions and her bottles, and everything was up on the shelves, and people would come to her. She was like in town. She was in a small little town, a little village, and people would come to her for ailments.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of lifetimes as a healer.
Well, or in my case, like a greedy ruler.
A greedy what?
Ruler. You and I have done a lot of work about me, like ruling countries and stuff, and like working on that. But yes, there was, and then another lifetime just now came in as a Native American woman, healing through rituals and healing through, like bark and roots and berries.
Okay. Take another deep breath. Relax some more. What's the instance you need to tune into? Maybe a trauma.
There's someone, like some like royal figure like a prince or like a sire or something like that, like a king or something, came into my little shop and gave me a gift. And I opened it up, and it's some kind of like a it's a natural kind of, looks like a berry or a branch or something, and it's edible. And he was saying it was a token of his appreciation for the work that I do in the village. And he said to put it in a tea and drink it, and it was poison. And I was brought to my death after brewing this tea and drinking it.
Because you trusted him.
Did I trust it?
You trusted him.
Kind of.
Kind of.
I had this feeling that once I drank it, something was off. And then I had this feeling of like, I shouldn't have trusted him. I knew, like, I know better. Like, I know better.
So like not trusting your gut.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Not trusting my intuition about it.
Was it given into his power? In the sense he was, obviously if he's a prince or a sire, that you just did it because of his position.
Right. And like, I wanted to think that he was genuinely, you know, grateful. And I was surprised. Like, I was surprised at his arrival. Like, it surprised me. I was a little taken aback, and I was trying to be gracious.
Yeah. You wanted to be on his good side and stay on his good side.
Yeah, it's like maybe he's making nice, and maybe he is truly, genuinely appreciating, you know, my work that I did. And maybe he was starting to believe. Maybe he was starting to become a believer in, like, you know, natural herbs and natural.
Mm-hmm. So what are your feelings about that? Loss, grief? Horrified you're dying?
A little angry with myself, actually,
Okay, angry with yourself.
and like sort of being gullible.
Yeah, you were gullible. He started off, it was real nice and made you, oh, okay, and you were gullible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
A little angry.
Okay.
Yeah, a little angry.
Angry at him and angry at yourself.
Yeah, with him, and yeah, myself a little bit too. Like, disappointed in myself, really, and just a little angry with him, and just kind of pissed that sort of I thought that he understood and that he got it, but he was just being practicing his diabolical ways, basically.
Yep. How strong is the anger and disappointment and
I'd say like a 9.
okay? Ready to tap?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a part of Jamie that knows how to.
There's a part of
There's a
Jamie.
part of me that knows how
Jamie
to.
knows how.
Let go and heal.
Let
go and
Go and heal.
This 9-level disappointment, anger.
This 9 level.
This 9-level
disappointment and
anger.
More than anger.
What else?
Say that again.
What else?
Anger.
Feeling
Not
foolish?
trusting myself.
Not trusting myself, feeling foolish,
Feeling gullible.
gullible,
Feeling sad.
Yeah, go.
feeling sad,
Sad that I was gonna die.
sad that you're going to die. Okay. Anything else? Anybody remember anything else? Okay. That part of her being, the rest of her now.
That
part of my
is informing the rest of her now.
That's for now.
For the rest of me now.
Doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Jamie's mind, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Mind, body,
Body
Mind,
and
body,
spirit
and
is
spirit are
receiving
the
love.
love.
Healing, information, permission,
Healing information, permission,
and deep relief now.
And deep
and deep
relief
relief
now.
now.
Take a deep breath. Experience healing and insights. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now
Transfer
complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Done.
What's there now?
Trying to like this is all, you know, thinking about the theme of worthiness and how this all relates. I think like I feel like sort of duped, I guess. Like I felt like, wow, so the whatever he was obviously an authoritarian figure, you know, a prominent figure in the village we lived in. And I thought that he really was kind of coming to me like with sincerity and kind of, you know, understanding me and meeting of the minds. It's just like I felt like, wow, we were finally connecting, and like I'm feeling honored by him. And but really he just duped me. So I feel kind of tricked, and I feel sad about that.
Tricked and betrayed?
And I feel like that really impacted like later on, like in other timelines,
Okay.
in other lives, my confidence in myself, because
Ah,
I'm like,
because you got tricked.
yeah, like I thought he believed, so if he doesn't believe and he duped me and he killed me for it, then like how can anybody else possibly believe what it is I'm doing, you know?
Yeah.
How can anyone possibly believe like in my abilities?
Right. Okay.
So it makes me question my own abilities.
Okay. Really doubt
What's that?
really doubt yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. How strong is that?
Probably about a 7 or an 8.
Okay. Anybody else have any things like that? Any feelings along with that? Match that closely? Let's tap. There's a part of Jamie that knows how to.
There's
Part of Jamie that knows how
Knows how
to.
to.
Go and heal.
Go and heal.
Echo and heal.
This major self-doubt.
Major
Major
self-doubt.
self-doubt.
Verse 7.
What else?
Feeling of being tricked.
Feeling of being tricked.
Tricked.
Feeling of being tricked.
Questioning my true abilities and authenticity.
Trick your trust. Why did I slip up on that one? Not trusting my abilities and
My authenticity.
authenticity. That part of her being is willing to inform the rest.
That part of her
Part of
being
her
is
being is willing to
Willing
inform
to
the rest
inform
of
the
her
rest of her
now.
Part of my being is willing to inform me now.
Doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
is
Doing so now with
unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Jamie's mind, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
And mind,
Jamie's
body,
mind, body,
spirit,
spirit
are
are
receiving
receiving
the
the
love.
love.
Receiving love.
Healing, information, permission,
Healing
Healing
information,
information, permission,
Permission.
and deep relief now.
And
deep
deep
relief
relief now.
now.
Take a deep breath. Experience healing and insights. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now
transfer is
complete.
now
complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be
So be
it.
it. It is done.
I apologize to myself.
I apologize to
Apologize
myself.
to myself.
Apologize to myself.
Now, anybody resonating with that?
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Okay. What you got there? Tell us.
Same thing. A lot of the same feelings of not trusting in in my own abilities. And it's like a deep fear that I've known is connected to past lives where either we've been like duped or tricked or persecuted for being healers. So a lot of the same like parallel feelings.
Okay.
Mhm.
And how strong?
6, I would say.
All right. There's a part of Tina that knows how to
There's
There's a part of Tina that knows how to.
let go and heal.
Let go and heal.
These feelings of not trusting myself, being tricked.
These feelings of not trusting yourself and being tricked.
What else?
Fear, doubt.
Fear and doubt. Okay.
Fear and doubt.
Here it goes.
That part of her being is going to inform the rest of her now.
Part of her being is willing to inform the rest of her now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love.
Grace and ease.
Right, and ease.
Tina's mind, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
Tina's mind, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
healing, information, permission,
Healing information,
Information.
Permission.
and deep relief now.
Deep
and
relief
deep relief
now.
now.
Deep relief now.
Take a deep breath. Experience healing and insights. Information transfer is now complete.
Information
Information
transfer is
transfer
now
is now
complete.
Transfer
complete.
is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
So be
Done.
it. It is done.
So what's left for both of you now?
That like seemed to like sort of supercharge everything for me. Like it accelerated it.
The tapping for Tina did?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, great. Great.
With this same kind of thing, like without doing that, it probably would have been, I'm guessing maybe like a 4, but now it's like, maybe, I don't know.
Close to 0.
Hmm?
Close to 0?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me.
Tina?
It's pretty close to 0 for me as well.
Okay. So let's take and Jamie, why don't you take and connect with why you created that? Why you created that ruler or whatever to trick you. You did it from previous lifetime. You set yourself up for that. Take a deep breath and relax. What's the first clue?
Hmm. So I'm like going back to when I was making choices to incarnate with my spirit guides and with my spirit family and incarnating into that life. And the answer that I got was, it was to show me to trust my gut and my instincts and my intuition.
A hard lesson to trust yourself.
Trust myself.
Yeah. And why was it so hard? Why did you create a death? Is that what you needed to learn how to trust yourself?
I'm a little stubborn.
Yeah, okay. Okay, great. So,
Yeah, it took something like something kind of tragic to kind of wake me up a little bit.
yeah, I'll wake you up a lot.
Right.
Yeah, to the death.
Yep, dead.
Because I really like that life. Like, I was really fulfilled in helping people in the way that I did in that life, and I was really sad to exit that life.
Yeah, so we missed the sadness, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. All right, let's tap on all that if we can. There's a part of Jamie that knows how to.
Part of
Part of
Jamie that knows how.
to.
Knows how to.
Let go and heal
Go and
heal.
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 the sadness and loss of that beautiful lifetime.
The
Sadness and loss of this
beautiful
lifetime.
For lifetime.
And the stubbornness that got you to create that for yourself.
And then
And the
stubbornness that
stubbornness
got her to create that for herself.
For yourself.
Anything else?
And the sadness that came along with it.
Sadness that came along with it.
Sadness that came along with it.
Any gullibility left?
No.
That's great. Anybody else got anything that got stirred up? Okay, that part of her being is inform the rest of her now.
Part of her
Part of my
Part of
being
her
is
being is
informing the rest of me
informing
now.
The rest of her now.
The rest of her now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Doing
Doing so now with unlimited love,
grace,
grace,
and
and ease.
Jamie's mind, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Jamie's
Jamie's
mind,
Mind, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission,
healing,
Healing, information, permission,
Permission.
and deep relief now.
and deep
Deep
relief.
relief.
relief now.
Now.
Take a deep breath. Experience healing and insights. Information transfer is now complete.
Information.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Done.
Anything come up for you, Tina?
I just kept hearing the word discernment.
Okay.
Like that was a lesson in discernment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have made a habit of double, triple, quadruple checking, especially when something's really important.
Yeah. Well, I've had to learn that lesson the hard way in this life as well. So this whole life for me has been a lesson in discernment.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, my reaction would be, okay, do I need to double check this? I need to know if he's really sincere, you know?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I would spend days before I made that tea. Okay, what's left? Everything is fairly clear.
There might be some like kind of little residual, like just kind of upset with myself about it. I kind of beat myself up a little bit about it.
Okay. Beat myself up for not demonstrating discernment.
Right.
Is that right?
Practicing it, yeah.
There's a part of me that knows how to. Part of Jamie that knows how to.
Part of Jamie that knows how to.
Knows how to. Knows how to.
Let go and heal.
Let go and heal.
Heal.
Just beating herself up
Beating
myself
herself
up.
up
for not exercising discernment.
for not
For not
exercising
exercising
discernment.
discernment.
That part of her being is willing to inform the rest of her now.
And
Part of her being is willing to inform the rest of her now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so
Doing so
now.
now with
Love,
unlimited love,
love,
grace, and
grace, and
ease.
Jamie's mind, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
My
James,
mind,
Mind,
body,
body,
and
and
spirit are
spirit
receiving the
receiving
love.
the love.
Healing, information, permission,
Healing information,
Information,
permission.
permission.
and deep relief now.
Deep
relief
deep
now.
relief
Now.
Take a deep breath. Experience healing and insights. Information transfer is now complete.
information transfer is
Transfer is
now
now
complete.
complete.
So be it.
So be it.
So
It is
be
done.
it, it's done.
Done.
I apologize to myself.
I
apologize
apologize
to
to
myself.
Apologize to
myself.
myself.
Okay.
I forgive myself.
Yeah,
I
forgive yourself.
forgive myself.
I'll forgive myself.
Perfect.
So that feels fairly complete to me.
I feel a lot of love, like love for self.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's one of the big keys.
Me too. I feel it
One
too.
of the things I'd like to do more of is do sessions aimed at optimal. Okay,
Say that again, George. I didn't hear you.
that's one of the sessions I'd like to do more of, is sessions aimed at optimally boosting self-love.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one we did for all of us. Remember that one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That
That's
was
awesome.
lovely.
I mean, that was just a tapping. I mean, a full session.
Oh, like a past life.
Yep. Okay. So, what's left in your biofield, Jamie?
Is this where I give it a number
Yeah.
or a word? Sorry, George, you're breaking up.
Just give it a number. Just guess.
2.
Okay. Tina?
1.
Okay. That's them. For both of you. There's a part of Tina and Jamie that knows how to.
There's a part of me that
Jamie that knows how to.
Jamie that knows how to.
And actually the rest of us too.
And the rest of us
too.
too.
The rest of us too.
To let go and heal this 3 and 1 remnant.
Let go and heal.
Remnant.
Three
Go and
and
heal
one
the 3 and 1
remnant.
remnant.
One remnant.
Left in the biofield.
Left in the
Biofield.
We're willing to inform the rest of us now.
And part of my being
Part
is
of me
willing
is
to inform the
willing
rest
to
of
The rest
us
of
now.
me.
The rest
Form
of
the
me
rest
now.
of me now.
It's doing so now with the limited love, grace, and ease.
Is
Doing
doing
so
so now with unlimited love,
grace,
Unlimited
and
love,
ease.
grace, it's and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds,
Minds,
bodies,
bodies,
and
and spirits are
spirits
receiving the love.
Leaving the love.
Healing, information, permission,
Healing
Healing
information,
permission.
and deep relief now.
and deep relief
relief
now.
now.
Take a deep breath. Experience healing and insights. Are we connected?
Yeah.
Information transfer is now complete.
Information
Transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is
It
done.
is
It
done.
was done.
Okay.
Thanks, you guys.
Feels
Thank
fairly
you,
clear, right?
Jamie.
Thank you
We
so
got
much.
one more thing to do. We're going to manifest optimum guidance, positive emotional fulfillment, and gratitude for that wonderful space we just opened up for all of us. Okay?
Okay.
There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There's a part of all of us that
All of
knows
us
how
that
to
know how to.
And knows how to.
Manifest optimum guidance,
Manifest
Manifest
optimum
optimum
guidance,
positive emotional fulfillment,
positive
positive
emotional
emotional fulfillment,
and gratitude
and
Gratitude.
and gratitude
for those wonderful spaces
for those
wonderful
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 spaces.
spaces.
we just opened up for all of us.
We
just
just
opened up
for
opened
Open
all
up for all of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That
And
part of
part
our
of our
beings
beings
are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's Doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Is
Doing
doing
so
so now with unlimited love, grace, and
grace
ease.
and
Grace
ease.
and ease.
Our single love,
Say that
What's that?
again, George.
our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our
Minds,
Minds,
bodies,
bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission,
Healing,
Healing,
information,
information,
permission,
and deep joy now.
And
Deep
deep
joy
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 now.
now.
Take a deep breath. Feel that joy and gratitude. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now
Transfer is now
complete.
now
complete.
complete.
So be it. It is done.
So
So be it. It
It
is
is
done.
done.
All right. Anybody feel anything along with that?
I actually, I was when I was listening to all of that, and we'll go back to the feeling worthy. But it's quite important, I think, in this example, to be held worthy by others. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because the only way to be felt to be held worthy by others is just standing up for yourself and doing what you represent. So, you know, we you know, this in this particular example, this person didn't hold Jamie worthy, and she didn't stand up for what she represented, and it cost her big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good insight. I mean, it's very true.
So, so I suppose in a sense, it's easy to expect worthiness, but you have to earn it. You know, maybe, you know, and I know saying that, and that actually means a lot to me, actually, you know, in the sense of, I'd probably get more feeling and respect from others for my worthiness by standing up for myself more, and for what what I represent. But, you know, staying quiet, or, you know, going with the flow when you should actually do something. You know,
What I got was that she was looking for more worthiness, and that's why she was vulnerable.
yeah. To be validated by that king or whoever he was.
Yeah.
Right. Instead of, like you said, just standing up in my own power and speaking my own voice and my own truth.
Yeah, and not needing that validation from anyone else. You know.
Right. And right. So then what would I have done? So let's just play this out. So let's say that I was, you know, and I thanked him for the gift. Does that mean I don't drink the tea? Does that mean I'm standing in my own power? Or like, what does that mean?
That means you would have questioned his motives instead of just blindly trusting him.
All right. Exactly.
So you would be using your discernment and saying, well, is he true in his words and intention? And you did know, because after you died, you were upset with yourself that you didn't trust your intuition because you did have a feeling. And it's that little niggle that we always have that we don't trust, that we beat ourselves up later and said, I should have trusted myself because I knew.
Right.
You know? So.
But I wanted that validation more, and it cost me my life. Right.
Yeah.
My what comes up for me really strongly is I have a strong habit of double, triple, quadruple checking. And, you know, I would say, well, okay, what can go wrong? It's just an herb, right? Well, it might be poisonous. Okay, so I got to really trust this guy. Do I really trust? I don't think so. He's a ruler. He often kills people.
Right.
I would not drink it right away, and I would wait and wait and wait. And then I would say, okay, maybe I can take and try just a tiny, tiny little bit, a drop of that tea. Not a cup of it, just maybe half a drop even, to see what happens.
Or maybe I tried to like go build a relationship with him and not touch the gift and really get a better sense of where he really stands, right? So maybe I pay him a visit or whatever that looks like, right?
Yeah.
Let's investigate this and let's really see if this is, you know, truly authentic.
Mm-hmm.
Like this guy wouldn't have given up, you know, if he's a ruler and he didn't kill you, if he didn't drink his tea, he would have been back with something bigger the next day.
You're probably right.
Yeah. I think I was screwed either way.
Yeah, I think you might. I think maybe dying in your sleep after drinking some tea might be a better way to go. To be pulled down a gallows or something like that. Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, I probably should have skipped town, even though that probably wouldn't
You
have.
probably
Like,
just said.
yeah. No.
Skipping town may have been the best alternative. I don't know.
Exactly. Could have been. Could have looked out and seen the 6 soldiers with him.
Pretty much. Pretty
much. About soldiers?
So that's the thing, right? So like it's inevitable. So we're talking about inevitability right now, right? So we lived with that inevitability of it's probably gonna happen, right?
Yeah, and it worked out perfectly. It always does, right? Because you learned that lesson, you know? And you
definitely not gullible.
Right.
Right.
Because he knew he had to kill you quick before you found out. Because obviously he saw he held you. He knew that you had power.
Yeah.
So he goes, right, okay, how am I going to kill this person without them actually copping on? Okay.
Well, and he gets to live with his own path with that too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah,
he's living with his own.
Oh, poor old Jamie, she died after drinking her tea. Oh, maybe it was her time, you know. Wasn't me. Don't look over here.
Nothing to see here. Yeah, no, he's got his own path with that, right?
Okay, well, we did it in time. Any questions? Any thoughts? Should we close it down now? Anybody want to chat with me personally? Because I've got more time here.
I have to head out as well.
Okay.
Thank you so much, you guys. That was awesome.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank
I feel
you.
like I heal when you heal.
Yeah.
I know. It's definitely, it's symbiotic for sure. Yeah, you and Tina and Karen, we have some crazy whatever, and George, like we all have some interesting overlap for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's my first class, so.
Nice.
Oh, this is your first class?
What to expect, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, first, I had one-on-one with George, and I also had Liz as well.
Did you see any of the previous classes Sarah made?
I listened to one.
Okay.
So this is different. Whatever I listened to, and this is different.
Did you feel anything with the tapping in the group? Like, did you feel any relief?
Yeah, very relaxing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite late here. It's just 12. It's just going to turn 12 a.m. So.
So I'm an hour ahead of you.
All right.
From Germany
who said that? All right. You're what? You're where about? Yeah,
Germany.
Germany. All right. You're an hour.
I'm about to
You're
fall
2
asleep
hours.
here. Like, keeping my eyes open here.
You guys are troopers. You guys are dedicated. That's awesome.
Triptychs.
I just spent my whole night putting up the Christmas lights, so I'm
nice. Well, we'll have to like tap with you guys next, because you guys keep you awake.
Yeah.
Put you guys in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I'm not as easy as you. I don't tune in easily. I'm more like George. I'm a tough nut.
You know what? And sometimes just making it up, like whatever you see. I mean, that's whatever I see. I could easily just be like, no. But I just say it, whatever. And like, as I make it up, it just comes, and then I make it up and then the story just comes. Right? It sounds crazy, but that's what it is.
It is.
Yeah, it really is that. Yeah.
So it is it's kind of scaffolding for your thoughts. It's just putting something like a straw man to work around.
You
it's
can
like a
make
straw
it up.
man.
You can make it up. Feelings come, and you feel them,
Right.
then it's probably real, or at least close. That's the
Mhm.
key.
Right.
So it's just
The
trusting, right?
story really doesn't matter as much as the feelings that it's evoking, right?
Exactly, Tina. You got it.
So
Yeah.
building the straw man, I know it's a concept, isn't it? Building kind of, you just have to build something that represents something. It's the straw man.
Right. And if you don't feel anything, then likely it's not, it's not activated or
Not on target. You got
Not on
part of the
target,
picture,
yeah.
but not all of it. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
Thank you so
George.
much.
Thank you, guys.
George.
Good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Yes, bye.
See ya.
Bye.